still not here. Maybe he slept. Maybe he's gone to sleep.
Oh dear.
Oh, Pavel.
He did say he was going to take a nap.
Well, we can...
Like an hour before the game.
Alright, well, he can, get taken by Hallister if he doesn't, show up. So, well, hopefully he'll just wake up. Okay. And, we're missing Dario still?
Yep, Darius isn't here yet either.
Okay, well, they'll be Hallister's best buddies until they get here. Alright, let's, do a quick recap of last session. You guys are on level 14 of Undermountain, Arcturia Doom, home to hobgoblins and fire giants working together to create this Mecha Hallister, a destructive construct designed to destroy the High Forest in hatred of elves. You guys had finally conquered the hobgoblins after they have attacked you guys multiple times with these guerrilla tactics. You've defeated them finally. And you'd also put a stop to this operation of building this Mecha Hallister. All the fire giants that were crafting the parts for it are dead. With that said and done, that's where we ended the session, as you guys were delivering the final blow and brew defied death. You're now in this room with the anti-magic field. Now, if you step out of the anti-magic field, as you know, your magic items will reactivate, so it might affect your light sources. I'll need to fix that up.
Is Roll20 lagging for other people, or is it just me?
It's going a little slow, yeah.
Yeah, it's not lagging for me, strangely, because I've been having some lag issues with dynamic lighting on some maps.
It's doing fine for me.
I tried to actually use, they did an update for the new dynamic lighting, and I tried to put it onto one of these maps, and like Chrome just crashed. Like it wouldn't even load. I had to like quickly log in and swap to another map before I could actually even get in the game.
Looks like Brian is in the game. He just hasn't joined Discord yet.
Okay.
Thank God they made the checkbox blue.
Yeah, well, that's all that matters. All right, well,
Yes.
Either my
Pavel,
check glasses aren't blue, or I'm not seeing the blue.
Skills?
Yeah, no, mine aren't blue.
Interesting.
all right.
And save.
It might be the browser. Link to the browser. I don't know.
You guys want to go up or down or up and sleep with the fungus?
Yeah.
That might be our best option.
I'm all for it.
I think that's
Need to go
probably the
outside and wait
safest.
for the bullworm.
All right, looking
You know,
around, there are so many hobgoblin corpses on the ground here. At least 30 of these guards, all piled over the ground in various states of dead.
Are the drow anywhere near us right now?
You can make a perception check. You do know they prefer to be invisible. And, yeah, Ren, you don't detect any coming within 10 feet of you.
I'm going invisible myself.
Okay. Do you have dark vision, Ren? You don't have it at the moment, right?
He
No,
has blind sight though with the dagger.
I keep meaning to buy goggles.
Okay. You try to take a listen out, Scamp, and yeah, you don't hear or notice any traces of the drow in your vicinity.
Brew looks at the pile of corpses and says, Tempest is pleased with all of you. Your martial prowess was well done. Everyone got a kill. Good.
And that's how they intended it to go.
I'm not sure why Storm cares, but
You're back near the exit, and you can see the natural cave up ahead, cavern entrance, the donut-shaped room with a column of rock jutting through it, where the bullworm makes its laps.
Alright.
I just presume Pavel's coming along with you guys, and he'll get Hallisted at some stage.
I suppose we should sit and wait for the bullworm. that we wouldn't want to meet it partway up. That would be bad.
Okay. Alright, if you guys wait here, you'll be waiting for 30 minutes before you start to hear the sound. Feel the ground shake and rumble. And see this enormous construct start to roll down from the tunnel that leads up to level 13. The drilling machine is quite fierce and quite quick. You hear the sound of its rotors starting to shut down and comes to a halt.
When it's in these tunnels, does it fit the dimensions exactly, or is there room at the top?
It's exactly.
Oh, okay, then we can't really ride it.
Yeah, it's the exact dimensions of the ballworm. If it does come by you, you'll have very little to do other than try to squeeze against the wall, or just get run over it or something, or jump into the. Maybe you're sick of Undermountain, jump into the drilling device. But yeah, there's not going to be much to avoid it with mundane means.
Yeah, and me no have high level spell for wall, so it would be up a creek.
So I guess we're running, chasing it.
I believe that's our best option, because it does take about an hour for it to come back around, and I think we have time to run down here.
Yeah, I think so.
Alright, so you're waiting for it to leave again. Alright, it only stays here for about 10 minutes.
Okay.
And it starts drilling its way back through the tunnel.
Alright, time to run.
Moves pretty damn quick as well. It's gone like 100 feet around.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Alright, you guys head up this hill. It's a climb up this natural stone tunnel. And the sound of it drilling and the shuddering that it creates, it soon dissipates as it gets well ahead of you. And look behind, and Pavel's still with you guys. He hasn't been halted yet. Okay, you guys climb up the rampart, and sure enough, after just 100 or so feet, you're back on level 13. You can already start to hear the clanging of azes hammering hammer onto anvil. And you guys just heading back to the fungus forest?
Yeah, I would say we
Is
are.
that the plan? Alright,
Yeah.
This place.
I'll leave you guys to figure out your best option to get there. There are
Oh, damn.
paths that you have to take.
Here's that rope that we left, if this is convenient.
I think
Right.
we should
Climb up
Maybe
the other
not.
side.
go that way.
Maybe Scamp can get you guys there easily.
Yeah, I can wild shape and
I was
get
thinking
people at least
something else.
Oh,
Another ability that you have.
no, because the last time we long rested was in the fortress, not in the fungal forest.
Was it?
And I don't want to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. I can handle myself now. I can teleport up on my own.
Well, we got the rope here. Let's just climb up.
Alright, it's an athletics check to try and climb up. There's little to really use as a foothold because the walls are fairly smooth. But you've got the rope, so it's not that
I'm gonna
difficult.
giant bat to fly up.
Okay. Alright, if you're not able to climb up, I'm sure Scamp will be kind enough to give you a lift up there.
Yeah.
And as you guys all head up, one by one, you look back, and you see Pavel there still. He helps you. You help Pavel up. But he hasn't disappeared yet. Alright, the Azers pay little heed. They're sweating profusely, wiping their fiery brow. You're not even sure how they actually sweat. You know that there's no lava children here in this scrap heap, or at least there wasn't last time. Yeah, and the Azers just kind of grumbling, and they don't seem very happy with what they're doing.
Did
Can
we
I
want
attempt to
to
take the grab the grappling hook and
Yeah, you can grab that back. Bam.
Did we want to maybe sneak by the fortress since we killed dude's lava children?
Sure.
Yeah.
Or try?
It's not a bad idea. Well, maybe he doesn't know.
He's just swearing and grumbling. And as you guys walk past, he very purposely slams something really heavy down onto his forge and anvil, making a really loud noise out of frustration. Alright, yeah?
I was gonna say, I have a 3rd level spell left. I want to cast Tongues and ask him what's wrong.
Okay. You cast Tongues, and you ask him what's wrong. Yeah, he's doesn't stop working, but he does talk to you. Ah, too many jobs, too much work, too many things to make, and now the wizard wants a new project. Orders from Trobriand. How are we ever going to get this done?
You know, I don't know. What is this new project that you're working on?
Not sure. Supposed to be down on the next level. Something about having to work overtime.
Overtime.
Ah, yep. Got the orders from Trobriand. Got some extra work to do. Simulacrix this, Mechalister that. Got to make all sorts of things.
And
Too many things to make.
the order that you got from Trobriand, did that come by the way of Zox?
Huh? No. Was some other
Trobriand.
wizard face. Beard. Crazy look in his eyes. Scepter with dragon heads on it. Eyeballs for robes.
Ah, Hallister himself then. Alright.
I'm not sure if that... I didn't catch his first name or his last name. I can't confirm that. Hallister himself. You fancy people here with your 2 names and everything.
Of course. Well, thank you for the information and good luck with whatever you're doing. Don't work too hard.
What else is there to do? There's no other point of living.
Have fun and drink. That's another point to live. Great music. Things like that. And I'll just start walking away.
Here's me music! And he just starts slamming his hammer onto his anvil, clanging really loudly.
He's like a dwarf, but on fire.
Alright, as you guys look back, Pavel's still here. Alright, the idea is to sneak by Zox's palace. You feel that perhaps he's got some way to view the outside of his palace. So, you can do a group stealth check. You could have just imagined him having some sort of periscope type looking device. He's very crafty.
Roland is playing on his guitar at the moment.
The scamp is like...
I'll put my torch out.
It's alright, Darius is stomping around like he doesn't give a shit.
Okay, yeah. Scamp accidentally stealths good.
Mine's a 32, but I don't think it helps.
Alright, as you guys, yeah, move by or just trying to like run really quickly and stay low, there's also some shadows that you can, it's dark, so if you don't have light sources, you can hide in the darkness. And when you guys move by, there's no peep from Zox's palace. But apparently someone had stealth too good. It's Pavel. Oh wait, he's here now. Okay. He's still behind you when you look behind you.
Ah!
I was literally just about to make him disappear.
Good timing.
You save yourself from getting hallisted, Pavel.
Power of mental alarms.
I'm staying with the group, but I am lagging very, very, very badly in Roll20, so I'm going to try a different browser.
Okay, what browser are you using?
Chrome.
Yeah, maybe try a different one. I'll move you up anyway. So you guys move past the palace really quickly, and you see the opening to the area where the simulacrux is. There's no animated arbalest, no sparks from the Scaladar. It looks like Zox is still yet to replace them or fix them up.
Have we missed the fungal forest?
No.
No, it's to the
Oh,
east.
okay. No.
There's going to be another tunnel that you have to traverse. But, scam. You can just ferry everyone over. I'll just move you guys
She would do
over.
that.
Alright, she can turn to a bat and just... The ballworm is kind of still present and you can hear it off in the distance. So the safe option is to fly across with Scamp. I'll move everyone's tokens over. Oh, you have to not move though, otherwise I won't be able to grab your token. Okay. A short hop, skip, and a jump later, and you return to the fungal forest. You see Estrella and all these sproutlings. Sorry, Chantrella and all the sproutlings here. And one of them comes walking over to you guys. There's like spores being wafted up into the atmosphere, and one of these little sproutlings, that kind of looks like a crawling baby with a mushroom head, comes crawling over real quickly towards you guys. And when it gets here, it lets out this little radius of rapport spores. It affects Darius and Pavel and Roland and Brew. It won't get Ren, Scamp, or Cage. Too far away. Hi! The sproutling says.
Hello?
Hi!
Take us to the leader.
My leader?
The big one?
The Sovereign? Oh yeah, sure!
The salt.
What's a leader?
The prime of your species.
Oh! What's a species?
I don't think I can talk to it because I didn't get hit by the spores. Good luck, guys.
Oh man.
Alright, if you guys are ignoring it, it comes over to Scamp and Ren. And it uses its rapport spores. Hi! It says to you, Scamp.
Hi.
What you doing?
Oh, we're just coming up here to rest a little bit. We helped save this area, and now we need some respite. So, Chantrella, I believe, said we could come back anytime.
What's a respite?
A rest
Huh.
helps you recover and grow
What's growing?
when you get bigger.
Oh! I like to grow. What happens then?
Well, that depends on what you grow into and how well you are raised.
Oh. What's raised?
Just gonna go on and on.
So, raised is how, like, a bigger one looks after the little ones.
Ah!
I'm trying to think of, like, the simplest terms to put this stuff in, so we'll stop asking questions.
What's bigger? What's that mean? I'm 3! 3 minutes old!
Oh, well, you've got a lot to learn.
Wait,
What's learning?
you understand time, but you don't understand.
What's understanding? Alright, the Sproutling will just keep on asking you questions for the next hour until the spores wear off.
I think I'm also 3 minutes old.
Are ya? What's
I think so.
thinking?
I'm not sure. What do you think it is?
What's a sure? I don't know. I'm 3 minutes old. 4 minutes now.
What's the 4 minutes?
What's a minute?
What's an I'm?
What's a what?
Don't encourage it.
Chantrella scoops up the Sproutling. Come now, my little Sproutling. Our heroes have come here for much needed rest. Run along now and produce some more pollen to re-inhabit our colony. What's a pollen? Okay. And it runs off. Welcome back. Chantrella does the spores, so you're all in its rapport spores now. How goes your adventure, tired heroes?
Like, it goes pretty well. We've taken out the hobgoblins below, and we've destroyed the titan that they were working on that was going to lay waste to nature.
Oh my. This sounds like a very noble and brave cause. We don't understand the happenings of your adventures, I must admit. But you are here, and you are welcome to recover. So please, rest. Regain your strength.
Thank you.
You guys are gonna rest. You're hanging out here only for a couple of hours before it's bedtime.
I would like to, before resting in whatever, like in the hour that would constitute a short rest, use my new level 14 feature thingy, this guy, I want to try and, I don't think Jareth would have dreams, but I want to try and use it to do the dream spell with me as the messenger to, is his name Melanor?
Yeah, Melanor Fellbranch, the caretaker.
Yeah, but I basically want to use it to basically communicate that we have found the Titan, we have destroyed it and taken out the hobgoblins, and that I turned into a T-Rex and wrecked it up.
Okay. Alright, you create this wicked dream retelling the events that had happened on level 14. And you, I'm not sure if you can tell if it's gone through or not, but you would presume it does. Alright, so you feel confident now that you've relayed your success on level 14, and you still feel your charm, your blessing. It's ever stronger.
I will tell the party about my conversation with the Aesir, and about how it talked about working on not only the simulacrux, but going down a level and working overtime on Mecha Halaster. and those orders coming from Trobriand, which is also an apprentice of Alistair.
The Titan that we destroyed resembled Hallister.
Yes.
There was like a Hallister head, kind of. It wasn't on the construct, but it was like embedded into the chest area, cavity, like it was a spare part waiting around to be used.
We might need. Sorry, we might need to confront them, maybe.
Yes, I do believe that if I remember what the hobgoblins were saying correctly, from before, when we first arrived on this level, there was something up to the north, like in one of those passages. I know we have been north, but I don't think we've been everywhere up there. Maybe not.
No.
I'm not totally sure.
We haven't. There was supposedly something causing mass destruction up there that was certain death.
And if this Trobriand is behind it, well, something to look into anyway.
Oh, and if he's gonna start rebuilding the Titan that I was tasked with destroying, then that is something we're gonna have to take care of anyway.
I agree.
I was really hoping we wouldn't have to fight the wizard.
Oh,
Oh
fuck.
man, it feels good to have spell slots again.
Well, and it'd be good practice for fighting a lich anyway.
Wait. I have been mindlessly in my own head. What? Why are we gonna fight the tiny gnome?
Quick, get in somebody else's head.
No, we're not going to fight Zox. We were going to find Trobriand. The Azers, the dwarf-like creatures that are on fire, that are over the smithing, they seem to take orders from Trobriand, who is an apprentice of Hallister's. And as you all know, any apprentice of Hallister, bad news.
Definitely.
Alright, you guys have woken up a time later, prepare your spells, whatnot, get ready for another adventuring day. It takes a couple of hours. And you're feeling fresh, ready to head out again. You're awoken by some spores as you're asleep. What you doing? Why are your eyes closed? Why are you breathing?
I'm trying to sleep, little one.
What sleep?
Resting.
Are you trying?
Yeah, to be able to rest, you have to be very quiet.
What's that?
Oh, I might as well wake up. Shit.
Chandrella scoops them up again. Oh, sproutlings. Leave them. They are not the same as us. They don't photosynthesize. Wait, neither do we. We don't have sunlight. But whatever. Just hurry along now. You're so foreign to us, we don't understand you.
What is photosynthesis?
A few more sproutlings have popped up the next morning as well.
I was about to say there's more every time we're here. Oh, this place is certainly growing back quickly. We're gonna be gone for a while, and we're gonna come back, and this whole level will be mushrooms.
Be
Which I guess-
The
Scamp's
mushroom
new favorite
level. Alright.
As long as they don't try to kill us, we're good.
Oh yeah, I think we're safe from the mushrooms.
They're gonna turn us into zombies.
They're friendly.
It's nice to have one place that isn't trying to kill us.
All right,
Yeah.
so do we want to go ahead and go back down and? Well, there was the matter of the Alucia. the bard-looking man down in Arcturia Doom. But there's also the matter of Trobriand. What do we want to deal with?
Do we know where Trobriand is?
No
I
idea.
don't think the Elvis lookalike is going anywhere anytime soon.
I would personally prefer to seek out Trobriand, but I'm honestly not sure where to really look beyond
Well,
maybe north.
Yeah, there's not really many places left on this level. I would think that we haven't explored. Unless I'm very mistaken, which I'm very well might be. But
So Elvis didn't look too aggressive. Maybe he would know. Maybe he's a good person to seek information from.
From what we know, the only thing that we know of this man, we assume to be a Lucian. We have learned from a very strange person named Preta Creeper.
What's a person?
And we know that Arcturia is using him in some sort of blood ritual, and is fueling her transformations with his blood somehow. But we can. I would have to imagine to keep doing that, she would have to keep him alive, to be able to produce the blood. So it may be okay to leave him for a little longer while we explore this level, slightly.
Okay.
I was not talking to you, Sproutling, but okay, it's hard to be mad at him.
You just have to adopt the mindset of not liking children. You can do it.
Well, that's the thing. Roland loves children. That's one of his things. So.
Alright. You guys head out and Chantrella will wave you guys goodbye. Come back anytime you need a sanctum here.
Bye, Chantrella.
Thank you and goodbye.
Thank you.
I will come for spiritual healing someday again.
Of course. You may share our hallucinogenic spores with us as we meld our minds, see colors, and taste the rainbow.
Oh yes.
I mean,
Okay.
that
Now we,
does sound
now we
nice.
have to come back. Now we
Alright.
have to.
Alright, so as you guys exit the fungus forest, where's the destination?
I think going north from here. Oh, I guess I'm not speaking as Roland at the moment. North. Like past the simulacrux up there. I think there was a passage up there that we didn't traverse. We didn't come across anything that the hobgoblins would have construed as extremely dangerous. I don't think. Didn't they say there was a really big construct up there?
Yep.
Yeah. I'll bat form to ferry people.
I want to take a quick listen. Can I hear the boreworm?
Make a perception check. No. No sound, no sign of it detected.
We should be able to hear it and feel it from a long ways off, so.
I'm still gonna go ahead and bat form.
Now you can follow Scamp wherever she takes you. Presume that you're flying on her back. Unless
Could I
you've got something against
cast
bats.
cast light on the drift globe, and then I'll get sun death and light it as well.
Okay.
I would probably drop everybody off here initially, because I think where we have to go is across the cavern.
Yeah, there's
up.
a bridge up here, I think.
I'm gonna not drop that form just yet, because I think we may need more berries, possibly.
Okay. I will I'll move you on to bat form. Is it? It's giant bat, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, I would love it for it to be a regular sized bat. And she's just strong enough to carry us all across. We just like hold on to her little legs.
the load bearing of the furbog somehow transfers to the wild shape.
Little wings that fly fast.
Oh, there's a bridge.
Alright, this is the area where you'd met the hobgoblins initially.
Yeah.
And, alright, at this stage, you do see a single Scaladar has been repaired. And it's zapping. You can see a few sparks as it's zapping the simulacrum. Well, simulacrox, I should say. Looks like
They're
Zox has
pretty
been
quick
doing a
about
little bit
that.
of work. You can see the tunnel created here by the wall worm. To the east, there is a big pile of scrap metal, and buzzing around are these giant metal insects. They're flying between 20 and 50 feet high. The ceiling is 50 feet high. They're buzzing about, and they're very large. You can see whirring mechanical parts as they buzz their metallic wings. They're pretty noisy as well. And then there are 3 rust monsters gorging themselves on piles of scrap. They seem to have a never-ending buffet before them with the different bits of broken scaffolding and other spare parts all scattered out here. Their teeth are just eating through the metal, turning it to rust, and they're chewing on it. These creatures over here are not really paying much attention to you guys. They don't seem bothered by your appearance, your presence.
Go north?
I think it might be further north, maybe?
Well, there's a passage here.
Oh, I can't talk. I'm just chirp, chirp, chirp.
You're just like supersonicking people's faces off.
Oh lord, that is something.
Alright, yeah, moving up, there's a huge cavern here. The ceiling is at least 50 feet high and it keeps on extending upwards. You can see already some chars on the ground. It looks like there have been numerous explosions on the floor here, and there are a few bits of broken scrap metal scattered here and there. Cage, you've got a better view, and you can start to see what looks like the shell of a giant lobster. It could be made of metal, like a Scaladar. It's a bit smaller than that though, but it really just looks like a husk, not an actual creature.
This place is disturbing.
All kinds of stuff here.
As you look around and move slowly into the cavern, you do see the broken remains of Scaladar, lobsters, and other unidentifiable constructs littering the floor. Bits and pieces, bits of scrap metal, and other sorts of constructs. All sorts of constructs. Such
It's
as...
about-
Arcturia.
I will cast light on my shield
Which is
because I'm now.
It's the Terminator.
Yeah,
The T-100.
That's how we made it here.
Just hold up, don't go any further. Something happens now. What do you cast on your shield, sorry?
I'll say cast light on my shield, please.
What is it? I didn't see it. It didn't show up. Oh, light. Okay.
I would like to see further than just my human eyes.
It's a good idea. Alright, okay. The only one that sees this at the moment is Cage, but Darius, you'll probably see it too. Suddenly, you hear like a whirring sound, like something is starting up. And it's not really visible to most of you. But Cage, what you see is this gargantuan construct, a contraption. It's made of wood, metal, and stone. It looms in an alcove over here. It has a cannon for one arm and some sort of missile launcher for another arm. It also has it's got legs, and it's like a mech configuration, a mech warrior. The head or the helm of this contraption is just like this black resin. It could be like a window, tinted window sort of thing. It's sitting on a 30-foot diameter saucer-shaped platform, and there is some like mechanical arms that are starting to like charge up, letting off this blue glowing light for a brief moment, seeming to charge this construct. And it has these turrets on this like missile launcher arm, and then the cannon is like this big brass nozzle. The construct looks to be about 20 feet tall, and it breaks away from the arms that hold it in place when Dario steps into that location. It like launches itself through the air. It jumps. Onto the ground.
Oh, it's like a mech, okay?
It's a mech configuration. And it has 7 legs. The legs look similar to these electrified arms. And the legs end in these massive, flat, based, basically look like the heads of a hammer. But each one is about 3 feet tall and 6 feet wide. Stomping legs. And as it leaps from this platform, it turns towards Darius, and you start to see some lightning appear in its cannon. And it starts charging up something from the cannon. So let's roll initiative.
The Shocker Stomper 2.0.
Roll and yell, scatter!
Okay. Havel, what do you do?
Okay. I am in shock and awe because I love Powell fucking loves whatever the fuck this is. Not enough time to, study it. Just, time to kill. Well, first of all, a personal question. What is this? Is this what I think it is?
They're just unidentifiable metal objects on the ground everywhere. What do you think it is?
In character or out of character?
Out of character.
Out of character, I think that's a freaking mine. Sea mine.
No, there's no sea mines have been invented in D&D. It's definitely not that. They're unidentifiable metal objects. Failed experiments by the looks of it. Except for this one. There's piles of scrap metal everywhere and all sorts of components.
I think I was actually pretty close when I said it's the BattleBot arena.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, you went too far off there.
So, seeing this amazing technological wonder being this thing, I'm gonna take out my pistol, aim at it, and say out loud, I'm gonna fucking study it! And start shooting at it. Wait, should I? Is this a time to break it out? Maybe. We'll see. We'll see how the battle goes. Okay, I'm just gonna shoot it with the Commoner Special.
Alright, Alright, that misses. The bullet ricochets off of it. Alright, when you hit it, it does seem to have a very... Like, you hit it on the resin. This is like this black resin. It kind of looks like a windscreen. It just bounces straight off that. Alright, after taking a shot, you look around and you realize that it has several different elements to it. And on your next turn, if you want, you can make an investigation check to try and look at some of those elements to see if there are ways to disable various components of this thing. You can
I
also
will.
target its legs separately. It has 7 legs.
Several legs target and investigate next turn. I'll take your advice then. Well, not advice. I'll take your words and I'll aim at one of its legs.
Okay.
Shoot at that.
I'll just presume that any damage is done to one leg at a time to maximize the efficiency of taking out a leg. Hit.
Got it. Yeah. I would like to aim at just destroy one leg if I can, or
Sure.
what I can see if I destroy a leg.
Okay. Leg number 1. The bullet hits the leg. Some sparks fly out. Some mechanical pieces. Some shrapnel is ripped away. The leg looks slightly damaged.
Aiming at the same leg. Ooh.
It's a complete miss. The bullet
One more
ricochets. That hits. You cut through the leg with another bullet, and the leg looks damaged now. Cage.
Alright, I want to get away from this, and there is too much light in this group.
Cage is hissing like a vampire.
Yes, exactly. 20, 25, 30. And then I think I'm way within range for Firebolt. Yeah. What I also noticed, him shooting at the legs. I noticed shoot at the legs.
You can attack the legs if you want, or you can attack
I'll do
the
that.
body.
I'll go for the same leg he was going for.
Okay. That hits. The firebolt slams into the leg. It damages it. The leg is very badly damaged now. It's starting
That's
to...
actually 14 points of damage.
An extra 1. Oh yeah, you get to re-roll. Well, 1 is a 2, right?
Yeah, just one's a 2. And I'll go ahead and finish my turn right there.
Darius.
I. What do I think is the best option? You know what? I am actually going to. Let's see, 5. And I'm going to start with, I'm gonna just drop a flame strike on it from
Ooh.
Okay.
Big gun.
Alright, the flame strike is just an explosion from the ceiling. Radiant and fire damage that slams into the construct. It does try to amble up to its side on one of the legs and make some sort of attempt to minimize the damage. And it succeeds. You hit the head of the creature, the body of it. It's slightly scorched at best.
all right.
Scamp.
I'm gonna come up to here. I'm gonna drop my bat form.
Alrighty. Let's bring you back to scamp form. 2 seconds.
And then I'm gonna cast heat metal. Oh, this thing has metal on it. I guess I should confirm.
It's
first.
yeah, largely made of metal. Alright.
I'll cast
You can
heat
do
metal on what looks like its weapon if I can.
Okay. Yeah, you can target either the body, which is the cannon, the turret, and the body, or the legs. So you can do the body.
And I'll do the body then. I'm gonna cast it at 3rd level. Or I'm not gonna cast it at 3rd level.
Alright.
I'm trying to like re-add it to the sheet.
Dropping wild shape is a bonus action, right?
It is. I think the initial cast of heat metal is an action though.
I mean, dropping your wild shape.
Is a bonus action, yeah.
Okay. Alright, I don't know why it's not working. Okay, it...
I just had to re-add it.
Okay, yeah, it's not able to, like, resist it. It's a part of the creature. And it starts to glow red hot. And it'll take the fire damage right away. And you can use your bonus action each turn to keep on bringing... to keep up the heat. So it's glowing for a brief moment. And it's glowing again for a brief moment. All the while the heat is damaging the construct.
I'm gonna go try and hide behind the little alcove here.
Roland.
Alright, so since it has so many different parts that you could target, if I wanted to cast Hold Monster, would it have to be on a specific part, or is it the whole thing?
That, you just choose a creature. It's not like a specific area. Okay. You just do it on it, basically.
Alright, well, let's cast and hope it works. I'm going to cast Hold Monster on. Well, let me make sure. I'm pretty sure I'm in range, but sure. Yeah. Hold Monster at 5th level.
Okay.
Woo!
Which is the base level for Hold Monster. So.
Oh.
Okay. It'll use a legendary resistance to succeed that saving throw.
Okay, good to know.
Oh.
Well, you felt the spell definitely take effect for a brief moment.
Then it shrugged it off. Okay.
It seemed highly vulnerable to that as well.
Yeah. Attack its mind. Doesn't have much of one. Move 15 feet to get everybody in range is what I want to do here. Yep. Okay. Everybody that I can see, which is
Rolling.
Okay. What's up?
Make me an Arcana check.
Okay. Oh, that's
Okay,
not
okay,
good.
yeah.
Never mind.
Everything's fine.
Okay, no lore dump for Roland. Or important information, I guess. I'm going to, for everybody that I can see, which is everybody but Rin, I will power chord.
Just gonna move further
Move
back
a little
into my
further
little
back.
corner.
Not a bad idea.
Is this difficult terrain here, or can I walk straight across it?
Any of the objects on the ground is difficult terrain. There's quite a lot of clutter.
Oh. When Brew got up there are some interesting things going on behind this machine.
That was where it was stationed. What it jumped off of.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So got like a power
Yeah, like these arms, like detached from it.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
power,
I thought
basically
those
a
were like-
it's a docking station for it.
Okay, that's perfect. They look like power cables.
Alright, so Darius, Cage, Brew, Pavel, and Scamp all moved, right? Okay.
I have not moved.
Oh, you didn't move? Okay.
No.
And I'll use the rest of my movement to get further back. And that's my turn.
Brew.
Yeah. Bonus action, Raid. Tempest, God of War. Let's open this tin can up.
Are you attacking the legs or the body?
I'm I will attack the legs, and I will do so recklessly.
Okay. That hits.
I'd put that on a fresh leg, not the one that's almost dead, if I might.
You can do that next attack.
Okay.
But yeah, I said it before. I'll presume that you're doing the one leg at a time.
Yeah, fair enough.
Alrighty. Alright, with that attack, you just break the leg clean off. It doesn't, well, it's not clean off. It snaps the leg, and the leg is actually kind of buzzing, and it will use its reaction to detach the leg from its main body. The leg just falls off.
And swing at another leg. Oh, I should have fire damage on. Thanks, Pavel.
Are you missing? Well, it absolutely obliterated that leg anyway. The first one. The fire damage wasn't going to make a difference. Alrighty. You sweep through the second leg, and the second leg is slightly damaged.
Oh, this is a big one.
Ren.
Okay.
As it's moving, you can see its turrets kind of spinning and focusing on you, Ren, suggesting that obviously this thing doesn't have eyes. That it doesn't use conventional vision to see.
That's fine. Okay, I'm 30 feet.
You have to say what you're attacking before you attack.
Oh, a leg. Sorry, a leg.
Okay. Oh, it's a miss anyway. Oh no, you have advantage still, right?
Yeah, I have advantage.
Okay, you hit. You're not able to sneak attack the leg though.
It hasn't gone yet.
Yeah, I know.
Oh.
You're not able to sneak attack the leg, is what I'm saying.
Oh.
Sneak attack doesn't
okay.
work on it.
Oh, okay. I clicked that off. Oh, well, just not.
Alright, the bolt slams through the leg. The leg is looking damaged now, but you're not able to identify a particular weak part. It's essentially an object. And you become visible.
And that's it.
The Shocker Stomper is gonna stomp
That's surprising.
Darius.
Shocking.
It's gonna lift
That
up
is
one
shocking.
of its at disadvantage. Miss. It's gonna stomp Brew with its second attack. Miss. And then it's gonna move. And it's gonna walk over here, provoking from Darius. Sorry, not Darius, just Brew. And it's going. It's chasing after Scamp. Yeah, use your reaction, Darius. Alright, Brew, natural one, miss. Alright, it tracks you down, Scamp, and it trains its cannon on you. It's going to stomp Pavel, absent-mindedly, just try and whack him with a third attack. That misses. And now it's going to shoot its lightning turret, or the first shot of the lightning turret.
I have resistance to lightning damage.
Alright, you're going to need it.
My armor.
Make a dexterity saving throw. This lightning bolt just it comes straight at you.
Oof.
You hit for 25 lightning damage. It shoots again. Make a dexterity save.
Jeez.
Damn, that was one shot? Oh my god.
You dodge this one. Taking 7 lightning damage. Whoops. That's supposed to be. I was looking for a good lightning colored beam, but there we go. Make a dexterity save, Scamp. It shoots you again with its third turret.
Help!
It hits you for 25 lightning damage.
Oh. Sorry, heat metal.
It cools down. Well, it's no longer got that glow. And it'll do its 4th stomp attack on Pavel. It steps on you for
Shield.
18 bludgeoning damage. Alright, you cast shield, and the stomp is just gonna get abruptly stopped on you as your shield blocks it with the force energy surrounding you. Alright, that's Shocker Stomper's turn. Done. Pavel.
Seems semi-dire situation.
Alright, so far, attacks have been somewhat effective on legs, but this thing may have other ways to take it down. You can, if you want, Pavel, you can use your action to make an investigation check on either the turrets or the control module. See if you can figure out another way to try and take this thing out.
I think knowledge is power. And would I think that? Would Pavel think that? Well, either way, I just like learning about this thing. This thing is actually freaking awesome looking. But yeah, I'll investigate its the main attraction to me. This thing, its turret, if I can.
Okay.
In action.
Make an investigation check.
I got luck, hopefully, and tomorrow bless me. I don't like that. I'm gonna go re-roll, just in case.
Okay.
Once more. Ooh, damn, I did good.
All right. This turret, or it's more of a cannon, really. It looks like it could possibly be plugged with something. If you can get up there and stick something in it, maybe like a 10-pound rock or something similar, you might be able to just plug it. And you might be able to stop it from shooting.
Did I already use my action? I'd have to use my action to climb it, right?
Climbing, you can do as part of your movement. You can attempt to climb on this thing. It'll be attempting to try and throw you off, and its opposed checks, like a grapple. It exactly works the same as a grapple.
I like my odds.
All right, I'm gonna. All right, you made a very good investigation check. There's another astute observation you make, Pavel. The entire surface of this thing is electrified. You can hear the hum. You can see the lightning ripple around its form.
Okay, that would have hurt.
It would have been a shocking revelation.
Good climbing on it, full plate boy.
If I hear the humming and I assume through, general investigation, like, okay, electricity shooting out a thing, electricity on its body. I'd yell out, oh, okay, damn. Yeah, I guess I yell out, just like, plug the hole.
Yeah, I got nothing to plug the hole, but I'm going to quicken cast after watching it do all those attacks. slow.
Okay. Alright, you do slow on the Shocker Stomper. And it makes a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, Jesus.
It fails. Its movement speed is halved. -2 on AC and Dex saves. It can't use reactions. And it can only take an action or a bonus action, not both. And it can't make more than one melee or ranged attack during its turn.
Nice.
Hoping that'll slow it down a little bit. And then on my bonus action, well, that was my bonus action. I'll use my regular action to firebolt it.
Okay. The firebolt. You're hitting the...
I'll keep going after legs.
Yeah, the body. Oh, legs?
Yeah, that's what I was shooting at.
Okay, alright. Just try to, everyone, specify what you're attacking first before you attack, please. Because it may have a reaction if you're attacking certain parts of it that it may want to use. Oh. You'll need to let me know first. Alright, so you're going for a leg. Alright, you slam the firebolt into a leg. And you do considerable damage to it. The leg is almost completely destroyed. Darius.
Well then. I'm going to... Yeah, I will bonus action drop a spiritual weapon at standard level.
Okay, so what are you attacking?
We'll say one of the legs.
Okay.
A leg. 24 hit.
Sure. What? Where are you making it appear?
Yeah. Here-ish.
There. Okay. Spiritual weapon smashes through the second leg, destroying it, and the leg is kind of all janky and sparking and kind of scraping along the ground a bit, reducing its mobility. It's not able to detach the leg with the slow.
Nice. And then I will give him a Toll the Dead. See if that does anything.
Spicy.
Necrotic damage works, and you just see like sparks kind of fly out, and some of the panels they become like a bit more brittle. A few cracks appear in the control module panel and whatnot. A few bits fall off or rust. Scamp.
How big again was the turret cannon thing to plug?
About a 10-pound rock size. Or something similar. You can use your imagination.
So I wanna try and conjure woodland beans, and if possible.
Wow, Scamp. Wow.
Makes a
What?
I wanted to get something that would fly.
Go plug the hole, please.
Just like shove a squirrel in there or something.
Just get vaporized by the
Alright.
Little birds, go nest in that turret cannon.
That's
Just summon one big fat bird to fly into and plug it up. Alright.
Man, that's a blast of electricity and bird feathers.
Alright, Scamp, cast your spell. Conjure woodland beans.
I wanted to attempt to get something that had flying. I was gonna go for 2 fey creatures of challenge rating 1 or lower.
Okay.
see what we get, and then we'll go from there.
Alright, you're going for fey creatures of 1. Well,
Challenge rating 1 or lower.
1 or lower. Okay. Alright, so... let me see. You don't summon that many woodland beings, do you, Scamp?
No, I don't. I don't think I've ever actually used the woodland beans spell. Well, I made it. I think I summoned blink dogs once, and then they
You summoned
worked
cows.
really-
You need something to
You
sacrifice.
summoned cows in Skullport.
That was conjure animals instead of woodland beans.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Okay, let me
They weren't woodland cows.
see what you're gonna get.
Nope.
Yeah. Okay. You are going to summon. It's not going to be something flying, unfortunately. It will be some... I think I know what it's going to be. 1 or lower. It's going to be 2 quicklings. Where did you want to summon them?
I was gonna summon them over near like the wreckage stuff.
Okay.
That's nice.
Alright, they're these impossibly quick little fey creatures. They have tiny little daggers in their hands and evil demeanors. They chuckle as they appear. It'll probably take a sec before they show up on my map. And they just... Your wish is our command, they say, but it's so quick that it's just like... You can't even hear what they say. It's too quick. But anyway, they'll roll initiative as a group, and then you can take control of them when it's their turn. I'll give you control of their sheet. Have they showed up on your map yet?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Well, they haven't showed up on mine either. Maybe I need to try again. They'll probably take a second.
It's okay.
Quicklings.
Especially if they haven't been summoned in this game yet.
Yeah, they're little... Oh, there we go. They weren't even going on the map. They're little blue sprite creatures with lightning coming out of their eyes. They're very tiny as well. They're only like 2 foot tall. And they'll come out in a second. You can go ahead and just roll a d20, Scamp, for their initiative. And then they have a +6 bonus. And I'll throw them in initiative. Oh, there we go. Alright, they'll go on initiative count 21.
And I want to roll lower. It doesn't happen. Alright, I'm also going to hidden step so I can be invisible for a turn. I don't want to get hit more.
Sounds so hesitant.
Okay.
Run away. And that'll be it.
Alright, you've got control of those quick links now too if you want to check out their stat blocks and whatnot. Roland. This thing resisted your magic somehow.
Resisted my magic, but I can tell that it is being affected by Cage's magic though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah, slow worked.
yeah. Since it can only make 1 attack, let's try to make it to where he can only make it at disadvantage.
The slow's not stopping its lightning turret either. It's just stopping its attacks, which is its stomping feet.
Okay, so lightning turrets aren't. Okay, they're different.
Yeah, they're saving throws, they're not attacks.
Ah, gotcha. In that case,
Attack is a
That's a
d20
cool-
roll plus something. Blah blah blah.
yeah, well, I was trying to reload my page whenever that was going down. I thought he was shooting like actual lightning bullets, I guess. So I missed it. I will play a quick chord on my guitar and then do a full stop, just like hands over the strings. And as I play that, I will cast Hold Monster once again.
Alright, you do another hold monster, and it doesn't work. It resists. It takes no effect on the Shocker Stomper.
Okay, so I'm doing something wrong because it worked the first time, but it didn't work this time.
It didn't work
Something-
either time.
Well, I mean, but you said that I could feel it take effect, and then it. Okay, never mind.
Oh, it's hasn't affected it either time.
Over here. Yep, that's it.
Sure.
Gonna run up there. Yeah, it's worth it. Tempest, you saw that fight. Now grant them your fury. And I'll bonus action throw a zealous presence up.
Ooh.
Oh, range. Well, hopefully I got the range decent enough to get everybody.
It'll get Roland, Bren, yourself, Pavel, Darius. Well, not yourself, but Roland, Pavel, Darius, and Ren.
Sorry, Scamp. I didn't
And
plan that very well.
the Quicklings, if you want
Wait.
that.
Yeah. And then I'll
Getting my-
attack.
Okay, everyone has advantage on attack rolls and saving throws for one turn. That was in within 60 feet.
I'll swing at a fresh leg first.
Okay. And no legs have been damaged of the 5 that remain.
Okay. And yeah, I don't get the zealous, so I will be reckless.
Okay. Miss. And a miss. Sundeath bounces off the leg both times.
Wow. Even with the slow. Dang.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Um,
The slow. I forgot about the reduction of AC. It doesn't affect the legs.
Dang.
They're objects.
Yeah, fair. Still, that was a huge spell there.
Yeah. Legs are objects. Alright, Ren. Okay, now. You can't see a weakness in the legs, because they're objects. But, there's a weakness in the turret. Definitely you can see some weak points.
Okay.
In the control panel, I mean.
Can I shoot the control panel then?
Yeah, you have two choices. You can shoot the body or the legs.
I'll shoot the body.
Okay. Hit.
Woo!
Now you find a small gap where the control module is. Put the bolt straight in there, cutting through a pipe. Lightning zaps out of the Shocker Stomper. The actual body is still only slightly damaged. It's going to take many more bolts to destroy this thing.
I have 276 of them. So.
You've definitely got enough. You probably need to shoot it just another 10 times like that. Alright, the Shocker Stomper's having a little bit of trouble. Not only is it slowed, it's got this leg dangling off. And its mobility has been greatly reduced. Alright, it's still able to stomp with a leg. And it's going to do that on Brew. It's one attack.
Bring it.
It misses. Just slams onto the ground. It's going to fire. its turret at rolling. Make a dexterity save.
Lord.
You should have advantage from the Zealous thing. Yeah, everyone has advantage on saves. Alright, you jump to the side, a few arcs of lightning catch you for 23 lightning damage.
I'm gonna use my magic initiate to absorb element.
Alright,
Yes.
you absorb it down to 11, and you store some of that energy into your non-existent weapon.
It'll be in my horns.
In your
If I,
horns.
hit if I hit anything with a melee attack, it'll be with my horns.
Okay. I don't think it works that way, but for flavor you can do it.
I'm not gonna attack anyway.
Alright, it's going to turn around and shoot at Ren. Ren, make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, okay.
You dodge it. Straight out of the line of fire. And it's going to point the turret down at Brew. Actually, no, Cage has been annoying it. It shoots a lightning turret at you, Cage. Make a dex save. You jump out of the way of the full brunt of the incoming lightning bolt that it shoots. And you take 25 lightning damage. Alright, it's still like struggling to shape this broken leg. It's like it's repeating this broken action. And now it's just going to make a wisdom save. And it's still slowed. Pavel. Same thing. Everyone has that option as well if you wanted to investigate it. You can use your action to investigate the control module. Now the lightning turret's basically been solved. You can stuff something in one of the turrets.
Hopefully it doesn't require investigation, but can I make a quick observation to see if maybe there's some sort of place where maybe someone would be sitting in there to control stuff, or like somewhere like that? Is there anything on this?
That's possible if you use your action to make an investigation check or a perception check.
No, I have this Zealot presence. I'm not gonna waste it. I'm gonna be shooting at its control panel, basically its body.
Okay, you shoot at the hull.
Yes.
Hit. The bullet starts to cause some sparks to fly out.
Again.
Hit. More damage.
I'm gonna add sharpshooter just to see what's up. Again.
Hit. Yeah. 18 on the body. Hit.
I thought I missed with. Oh yeah, it was a reduced AC now.
Yeah. It has -2 AC from slow, so it's not as quick as it usually is. Another bullet breaks through. Has that got your sharpshooter damage? Oh yeah, it does. 18. Okay. Breaks through some more components.
And then finally, the last shot.
Hit. Another well-placed shot. More sparks fly out, and it's not really damaged that much, to be honest, so far.
You know, I was gonna say, like, I was thinking about it, and I said it was my last shot, but I think I'm gonna go with the action surge. That can always be restored in a short rest, so I'm just gonna keep shooting it 3 more times. Action surge, haha. Ah.
Miss.
I'm just gonna keep going with it.
Hit. Another well-placed bullet. More damage ensues.
One more.
Crit. And this time the bullet slams into the resin window of the control panel, and it puts a small crack in the screen.
Next time I'll investigate it.
Alright, the quicklings are jumping around and they're speaking to you, yelling at you, Scamp, and their tongues are moving so quickly you can't really make out what they're saying.
Take the legs. I'm gonna send them after whatever leg is damaged, and then if they happen to destroy it, because they're gonna get 6 attacks total, they'll move on to an undamaged leg.
Sure. Go for it. They can start going ham. They have advantage on all their attacks. You can do all 6 at once. Whoa. They're doing some damage. Alright, every single attack hits, and there's 3 crits in there. Alright, all together with those 6 attacks, they jump up and start spinning around the leg. They're like a whirlwind, a blur. Their daggers slashing all different components away. It happens in the blink of an eye. And after that little flurry, you see another mangled leg dangling off of this thing. It has 4 legs remaining.
So can I tell if I can attack the turret, or do I just attack the body?
It's either the body or the legs.
Okay. So I'm gonna quicken cast. What was that? No, oops. Oh no. Sheet here. Mel's minute miniatures.
Alright,
And go ahead.
your slow drops when you cast that. It's concentration.
Okay. Yeah, I forgot about that. Okay.
And you're doing the body, right?
Yeah, with these I'm gonna do the body. So I'll
Okay.
shoot 2.
Okay, alright, here's its first deck save. And poof, the meteor explodes over, adding to the damage that's already been done to the body.
And then I got one more because I can do 2 of these
Yeah.
as a bonus, or at least in the first time I cast.
Yeah.
You want me to roll it again?
Yep, it's another 2d6. And then you have 4 meteors left. And then, yeah, every turn after that, as a bonus action, you can shoot 2 more. Alright, I'll give you a little icon to track the number as well. It's like a little meatball icon. That looks like meatballs.
Yes. Just make sure to give yourself that spell slot back.
Yeah, I did.
Another meteor explodes on the Shocker Stomper.
And then I will, with my bonus action, I will, where is it? Firebolt another leg.
Okay. Alright, you start on a new fresh leg, direct hit. And it does a bit of damage to the leg. Starts to work on the next one. But immediately it's going to use its reaction. And it's going to just detach both legs. And drop them on the ground. So the legs are just like, there's a trail of legs being like thrown everywhere.
How many working legs does he have left?
4.
Okay. So I'm just gonna move as far back as I can get. Then I'm done.
Darius.
Alright, first bonus action attack with the spiritual weapon.
Now you have advantage. You're hitting the
Leg.
Okay.
A leg.
hit. The spiritual weapon slams into a leg. Poof, sparks fly out. Bits of shrapnel are ripped off of it. It's looking damaged.
It's, I'm going to Toll the Dead hit again.
Necrotic damage is working well. More components start to rust. More panels become brittle and crack. Cracks that are already formed on it have become even bigger.
Let me use my movement to get to there, just to kind of keep us spread around it a bit.
Alright, it's difficult terrain to some areas, but I think you got enough. Yeah, you can go around. Okay, Scamp.
Poof, back into visibility. And why did you have to make it face me?
I'm just trying to keep it in its space, in its squares.
I'm gonna.
That's all.
I think I'll step up a bit to get within range, and then I'll frostbite it.
Okay.
The body, not the legs.
Sure. It wouldn't affect the legs anyway. Alright, you frostbite the body, and it becomes sheathed in a slick layer of ice. And that's going to freeze up the turret as well. Oh, its leg, I should say. It's going to freeze up one of its legs. Rolling.
I kind of wish I still had Shatter. I got rid of it. Don't know. Yeah, there's no way I can put a fireball there since Darius moved in.
Looking at the construct, Roland, you still do have the option to investigate it if you want as well. When you size up the damage, you see a leg that you think maybe you could destroy with a single firebolt or something like that. The body itself is reasonably damaged as well.
It's just an investigation roll, or is it?
Yeah, if you want to use your action for that as well, that's an option. You could do investigation or perception.
Okay, I got a better perception. Fuck, man.
You're not seeing too clearly at the moment. There's a lot of fire on this thing, and sparks are flying in the air.
Okay. Before we go on, I just want you to, because I could do this as a bonus action, but okay. So the lightning that it shoots at me, would that still be construed as an attack?
No, attacks are like melee weapon attack or spell attack. It's a d20 roll plus something. Saving throws are not attacks.
Okay.
True. Alright, everyone's zealous present has worn off now.
I'm wondering, can I see a rock, or can I see any object that I pick up and I'd have enough room to grab it and then climb it up and stuff it in the turret?
There's this thing.
Yeah.
So I think there might be one under it too. I'm just going to move it quickly. There's one here. The thing that Pavel pointed out before.
The sea mine. Yeah.
The sea mine.
Grabbing that sea mine and stuffing it up your turret there, aren't I?
You will need to move 15 feet towards it. 1, 2, 3 squares to get to it. You can pick it up, interactive object. Alright, you've got it in your hands, and to attempt to climb this thing, it'll be an athletics check.
Yeah, I better drop the sword so I have a free hand to climb with.
Do you have something in your other? Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I just had a brew moment. Like, okay, you drop the sword on the ground, and I guess the light's going to go out from that. You've still got the drift globe. Yeah, still got the drift globe. Okay, you just put it on the ground or sheath it or whatever you do, and you've got this thing in your hand. It looks like it's going to be a good fit, and you can make an athletic check to climb up. It's not going to be able to shake you off for the 31. Alright, when you come in contact with its body, you need to make a Constitution saving throw. You're getting shocked. Ooh. You take 10 lightning damage as you're climbing it. Alright, you can climb up and you can reach it. Now, alright, it doesn't it doesn't actually require an action. Yeah, you can do this. Sorry, no. Yeah, this is going to require action. Sorry, Rue. It's an athletics check to try and plug it. And you plug it straight in there.
Yeah.
It fits
Okay.
pretty good.
Hey, plug that hole there. You plug that.
It starts trying to charge its cannon. Something's happening.
I'll jump off beside it and like kick it in the shin.
Okay.
Take that.
Ram.
Okay.
I forget there are ways to try and see if there's other ways to disable it as well.
Is Brew close enough to give me sneak attack?
Yeah, Bruce within 5 feet, Pavel's within 5 feet. You got plenty of options for sneak attack.
I'm going after the body. It's oh, there it goes. I missed.
17 is not going to cut it. The bolt shatters on impact. Okay. The lightning turret is having trouble. The cannon. And this other turret opens up. And there are 2 more turrets visible. It's going to stomp at disadvantage at Brew, as it does have ice covering its leg. And miss. It stomps onto the ground doing nothing. It's going to stomp at Pavel with its second stomp attack. It stomps on you for 21 bludgeoning damage. It's gonna stomp you again, Pavel.
That's cruel.
It stomps you for 22 bludgeoning damage. It's gonna try and stomp Brew. Actually, it's gonna try and stomp it quickly.
That definitely hits. Which one?
This one goes bye-bye.
Got 10 hit points.
Alright, well, let me just swap them around, because that's the one that has the initiative on it, so... What? They do a switcheroo. Yeah, he disappears. It's going to turn around and shoot Ren with its lightning turret. Make a dexterity save, Ren. And you're going to easily dodge out of the way of that. It's going to turn around and look towards Cage. It stomps over towards him, provoking from Darius. And it points at Cage. You try to whip it real good, Darius, miss. and then it's going to shoot its lightning turret at Cage. Second lightning turret. Make a dex save. Alright, you just dodged the turret, and you hit for 17 lightning damage, and then the plugged cannon, it's just having trouble. It's not able to shoot. So there's its turn. Done. Pavel.
This time, I would like to use my action to investigate whether it can be controlled, or like it has like a, you know, some weird way to, kind of like a vehicle, you know, you can drive it basically.
Yeah, you can have that option every turn. Everyone does. You can make either an investigation or a perception check with your action.
Got it. That's what I'm going to do, and hopefully I am good.
Alright, you figure out that you can try to open the control module's access panel. You could try and tear it off, like you'd have to climb up, but you could tear it off. Or, if someone who is good with thieves' tools, they could try and unscrew it. So you could gain access to the control turret.
What about Tinker's Tools?
Tinker's Tools will do it as well. Tinker's Tools 100% could do it. That's why they were invented. It would be an action to try that though, but yeah. You could share that information with everyone too.
Yes.
Either someone strong can rip the panel off, or someone quick with their hands can try and unscrew it. Someone good with screwdrivers. Someone that knows how to use a screwdriver could try and unscrew it.
Well, if we need somebody good at screwing, that's not Pavel.
Oh, come on. God damn it. Okay.
It's looking like whoever, if someone attempts this, they're gonna need to be proficient in their ways. They're gonna need to be really strong or really dexterous.
I'm gonna use the easy way to get up there, even though I can't use any action, or I don't have action surge.
You can try to climb up if you like.
Well, I know it's electrified, so it's probably gonna hurt me, but I don't want to have to fail that sort of check to do that. So instead, I'm gonna do the easy way of Misty Step up there.
Okay. You Misty Step on top of it. And you need to make a Constitution save. Your legs are getting shocked when you land.
Do I have to? Is it disadvantage because I'm wearing metal armor?
No, it doesn't make it worse.
Cool. Oh, okay, I'm using Indomitable.
Okay, reroll.
It's gonna fail again, but still. Oh, never mind.
Alright, you resist it and you take 14 lightning damage. And you're on top of this thing now, you're in reach of these components that need to be dealt with.
Is it possible to use some sort of action I can to try and hold on? That's probably an action, right?
I'll just presume that you're on, and if it moves, then you move with it. You don't need any ability check for that.
Thank you.
The quickling is speaking so quick.
I'm gonna go after a leg that is damaged, if there is one available that is damaged.
There is. Alright, this time it's not feeling the thunder, and it's just sparks are flying everywhere, and its dagger's not doing any work.
I had to make up for all the 20s last time.
Cage.
So I'm going to firebolt it. I'm going to go up to the leg since Pavel's up on top.
Okay. It's a miss.
Right, miss, and then I got my 2 meteors. Is there any way I can go after legs without it and get more than one leg with these meteors?
I don't think the meteor was.
They had a 5-foot radius, so probably not.
I don't. No, that won't affect it. It only affects creatures.
Oh,
Creatures. A lot of spells don't interact with
constructs.
the environment. Oh, just the environment in general. But because the legs are considered objects, it doesn't work.
Oh, so I'd have to go after the body?
Yeah, saving throws don't work on objects usually. Yeah, you'd have to do the body with those meteors.
Okay, so I'll try to go like up at its nose.
Sure.
Try to keep it away from Pavel.
You can keep it away enough so it doesn't hit Pavel. There's plenty of room. And roll another one. It's going to make 2 dex saves.
There you
And
go.
it's going to actually dodge the first one slightly. And the second one, it's going to take the full brunt, adding on a bit extra damage to the already damaged body of this thing. You got 2.
And there's nowhere for me to. Okay, there's nowhere for me to go. So I'll just pretend like I'm not here.
You're at a dead end. Okay, Darius.
All right. Move the weapon here. Make an attack. Where is it? Where'd you go?
Hit. You're doing the leg still, right? Is that what you're working on? Alright, it almost busts off a 4th leg. Very close.
I'm dropping some more rust damage, hopefully.
Okay. Trying to add on some extra rust damage, and it works. The crack in the control panel screen, it expands and some panels fall off onto the ground.
There's no way it can succeed on that roll.
I'm gonna try and frostbite the body.
That's good to know.
Alright, this time the frostbite doesn't take hold of it. It has no effect. Roll it.
Oh,
You know what? I'll do it. I can't see Cage. I don't know where he's at, so I'm not gonna do it there. I think I can do it there without hitting Pavel though.
sorry, Roland. Curiosity.
Fine. Yeah, we'll do it there.
Alright, you fireball the thing. Alright, this is the body. The fireball starts to rupture the control panel. And the fireball actually destroys a leg as well at the same time. Alright, what happens now that it's missing 4 of its 7 legs is it actually topples. Pavel, make a dexterity save. And you too, Brew. And so does the Quickling. The Quickling does as well. Alright, Brew, you're able to avoid getting crushed. Same with you, Mr. Quickling. And same with you, Pavel. You'll just, it basically, its legs kind of just crumple underneath it. And the entire thing falls onto the ground. The legs, the 3 surviving legs, they were simply not strong enough to keep this thing standing. So they just collapse. They crumple under the pressure, and the thing is effectively now just like a turret sitting on the ground with no mobility whatsoever.
Oh, Cage is over here. I can actually see him now. Use my movement to get over there.
Brew. Alright, now that it has no legs, getting on top of this thing is, well, it's impossible to fail. You can just climb straight on it. It doesn't have the mobility that it used to.
Okay, but the turret could still turn and shoot at people?
Yeah, it can still shoot whoever it wants.
And it's looking pretty beat up, or
Reasonably.
reason?
You would
It's
say
got
orange if you had to scale it from from red to green.
and it has what, 1 or 2 turrets active right now.
Alright, you've plugged the cannon and then 2 more panels opened up with 2 separate cannons in it. So it would take you 2 actions to plug both those cannons. You can also attempt to just rip the panel off and get to its sweet innards if you want, or you don't have to worry about legs anymore, it's legless.
Maybe I'll do that and set you up, Pavel. Let me
I'd
let me rip
appreciate
that panel up. Yeah, rip that panel off right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, when you touch the panel, it's an electrified surface. You need to make a constitution saving throw and an athletics check.
Kind of
I don't think
glad.
I don't think Brew really registers being electrocuted. Alright, you take 15 lightning damage, Brew. And 24 doesn't do it. That is not enough to rip.
Whoa!
Yeah, it was a pretty bad roll.
Yeah, it's not enough to tear this access panel off. You almost get it. It starts to bend, but you need a little bit more oomph.
Oh, Pavel, it's on here really good.
Ren.
Okie dokie. I will shoot it. And best horribly.
Yeah, the bolt is just gonna bounce straight off.
For the skill checks needed to do anything, suck.
Alright, the Shocker Stomper is using its 2 cannons to spin around and shoot people. And it's just going to just let off like a streak of lightning at Pavel. And then 1 at Brew. Both of you make dexterity saves. Lightning just explodes out of it. Alright, both of you succeed. And this is for Pavel first. Alright, Pavel, you take 18 lightning damage. And Brew, you take 24 lightning damage. Pavel, you're in contact with the electrified surface at the start of your turn. You need to make a constitution saving throw. You resist and you take 5 lightning damage.
Alrighty, real quick. My bonus action, I'm gonna use Second Wind. Damn. And then as my action, I'm gonna take out my screwdriver out of my tinkerer tools, and I'm gonna try to open, like, screw open the thing, latch on there.
Okay, you can make a Tinkerer's Tools check with dexterity.
It's not the attribute is intelligence for this?
This is dexterity based.
Got it.
You need to be good with your hands. Dexterous.
Wait, like you want me to use like a straight dex roll, or like actually use proficiency for my tinkerer tools?
You get proficiency bonus onto that because you're proficient with the tools. So it should be +5 plus whatever your dex is.
Okay,
plus
okay, I
D20.
think I know what you mean. Yeah, so I'm gonna do this.
Yeah, being proficient helps
Damn.
you. Yeah, that's not enough. It's very precise. The thing's moving around. You're trying to get the screwdriver in there. It's a Phillips head and you've got a flathead screwdriver. Everything's gone wrong.
I really want to investigate this thing. Fuck.
A quickling.
I guess move out from under this thing and stab at it.
Do you need me to come up there?
The quickling misses and misses and misses. All 3 attacks are a miss. It can't get through its armor. It's just like, it's so quick that you've seen it like a few sparks at best. Okay.
Alright, I'm going all body here, since that's the only option.
Head. The firebolt slams into its hull. And you lob the final 2 meatballs at this thing. It's still kind of ambling around, using the pistons of its legs to kind of move side to side, but there's no escaping both of those meatballs. They explode, raining it with their delicious meaty contents.
Shit, and there's nowhere for me to go. Okay. I'm just gonna stand here with my back against the wall.
Alright, so much damage has been put on this thing, and it's starting to look like it's getting destroyed. It's been very badly disabled as well. It's only got 2 lightning turrets that it can shoot now.
Let's drop the axe and the spiritual gauntlet into one of it.
Hit. Alright, adds on to the damage that's already taken.
And then I'm going to... Yeah. All the rest.
Okay, try to increase the rust content, and yeah, it's going to be a failure. Alright, the panel is getting seriously shattered. Most of the panels are rusted as well, and things are falling off of it. Sparks are flying everywhere. It's starting to shake wildly. There's damaged axles and pistons, and there's whirring and all sorts of stuff's going on. It's a broken carburetor. Scam.
I'll spite it again.
Okay. Alright, the ice surrounds its body. Doesn't actually have an attack now, so there's nothing that actually freezes up that's gonna help. Rolling.
Do that with a firebolt.
Hit. Well placed fireball. Causing even more destruction to this thing. It's close to being destroyed.
And I'm gonna yell out. To Brew. I believe in you, buddy.
Ooh.
Give him an inspiration.
I think I just
Thanks,
heard
buddy.
Popeye music. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. Alright, Brew, you'll need a con save. Starting your turn in contact with the electrified surface. Alright, it's still not bothering you that much. You take 12 lightning damage. You've had worse. Like, you know, an arrow through the neck.
Remember that longsword?
Heart.
Yeah, longsword through the heart. Nah.
It was really not ergonomic. Alright, Pavel, forget it. I'm just gonna smash this thing. I'm gonna jump down, pick up Sundeath, use a bonus action to ignite it,
Alright.
get reckless, and well, I'll still use the bardic on this, I think. But I just figured because Pavel comes after it, I didn't want to risk it to shooting more if I have a chance to put it down.
Alright, you just take the greatsword in both hands and slam it straight into it. It starts to whir and lightning is exploding everywhere. The fire superheats the panels and it's almost destroyed.
And I'll burn bardic on that.
28 is definitely a hit. And that 15 damage is not quite enough. All these sirens start to go off and alerts, and it's starting to shake wildly. Lightning exploding everywhere. Ren,
I can.
It's like you
use
could literally
my bonus.
flick it and it will probably explode.
Well, I'm not. I haven't been hitting it, so I'm going to come up here with Pavel. I can bonus action dash and get up there.
Okay. When you jump on the construct, Constitution save, electrified surface. You get a little bit of a buzz. 8 lightning damage.
Where did that go? To?
Ren, thank you.
Alright. Thieves' Tools check to try and open or access the control module. And yeah, you just like it. I mean, he's using a wrong type of screwdriver. That's all it was. He's using a flat head and it's supposed to be a Phillips head. And it's the wrong size as well. And you make quick work. You're like a electric screwdriver and just and you bust this panel off, ripping it free. Behind the panel, embedded into the floor of this control module, is a 5-foot diameter pulsating crystal hemisphere with this glowing energy emanating from it. It's like
and I smash it.
we don't have an action. Well, actually, here's a good ball of energy. There we go. Yeah, it would be. You would have to attack it, or possibly someone could figure out how to take control of it. So I'll just move it out of the way so you can see it. Yeah, there it is. That's its power. Its power source. It's going to shoot lightning now, probably, definitely. And I think that's action, bonus action, and movement.
Yep, that's all I can do.
Okay, both of you make dexterity saves. It's going to shoot lightning at both of you. 2 streaks of lightning just shot across its own surface. And Ren, you take no damage. Pavel, you take 24 points of lightning damage.
Can I use absorb elements? Because that is a lot of damage.
Okay. You use your reaction,
Thank you.
absorbing the damage down to 12 points. And that was it. It's still not able to unplug its primary cannon. It's attempting to do so. Pavel. What do you do?
Having seen the inside of this thing, like Pavel's hopes and dreams, thinking this was like some sort of futuristic, like, you know, yada blah blah, some sort of like vehicle to drive. Instead, it's being controlled by this goddamn magic. He's just gonna have like the most sulkiest, saddest face ever, as he just like pulls out his pistol and just, no, you know, screw the pistol. I'm gonna punch it. As angry as I am. Wait, no, that'll make me a Kyle. Nah, I'm gonna shoot it. I don't want to be a Kyle.
Okay.
And yeah, she's just gonna be sad and just fucking like, yeah.
Hit. You shoot the crystal, and it's not enough to destroy it. It's emanating energy.
Wait. Okay, then how about I'll shoot the control panel instead, not the crystal.
Okay.
Is that possible?
Yeah.
Because I want to stop whatever the heck this thing is.
Alright, you just you shoot the body of the thing and it shuts down. The crystal shatters, explodes on impact when this thing actually shuts down at the same time. And you've double destroyed it. The crystal shatters into myriad bits of crystal, and the shocker stomper loses its electrified surface and stops moving, stops shooting lightning, completely shuts down.
Is it safe to come out?
Good fight. Well done.
Ren, thank you a lot. I appreciate the help. I'm just disappointed by this thing.
Good job, all.
I'm disappointed by this thing too.
All right, we're
What are
gonna
you
take
disappointed
a
about?
we're gonna take a 10-minute break now too. And
Alright.
yeah, this thing is entirely destroyed. See you guys back in a bit.
No, but seriously, thank you. I appreciate it.
No problem. So if the DC was 25, I couldn't fail. So
Good way
I-
good way to show off them skills.
How's everyone doing?
Sad.
Doing good. Little late night snack.
Alright, just as finally you had gained access to the control module and found the power core to destroy, to shut the entire thing down, you just destroyed it anyway.
Yes, because it wasn't a pilot. It wasn't a pilotable mecha.
Alright, well, it's completely shut down now. Its control crystal has been destroyed, and now it's nothing more than a glorified pile of scrap metal.
Just gonna search around this layer and just kind of check things out, see if there's anything of interest.
You can make an investigation check to go around, see if there's anything valuable.
Ask your wounds on myself.
You're not finding anything to be valuable here. There's no treasure or anything like that. As far as you can tell, this is a testing area for dangerous projects, hence the scorch marks. There are prototypes of Skeletar. There's even like a charred corpse of a giant. There are all sorts of strange constructs, mechanical parts. It's mostly junk. The only impressive thing was this gargantuan contraption, the Shocker Stomper 2.0. Its saucer-shaped platform still remains, but it does. It's made of brass and it's humming with electricity. It does seem like it's still electrified. Other than that, its legs are all broken and mangled, and this thing is being put completely out of commission. Whoever designed this thing, well, they designed it as a pretty big hate machine. It seemed to have only one purpose, and that was to destroy all creatures. You also notice that it probably couldn't fit out. Probably couldn't leave this cave. It's too big. As a tunnel, it kind of narrows to only 10 feet wide. It didn't seem to activate until he was within 60 feet of the Shocker Stomper, suggesting that he couldn't see any further than that. Anyway, it's gone now. It's been completely destroyed.
It's on Pavel as well.
Thank you. Even though I kind of did this to myself. Thank you anyway.
The power crystal that's in there, or orb, or whatever it is it still glowing?
No, it's shattered. It like broke.
It's shattered.
Yeah, when this thing shut down, it just it popped. Seemed very. It's just basically like a crystal dome, and it's broken now. There's still some shards of it and whatnot.
Can I pry off a cool looking finger off this leg for a future wand?
Yeah, you can take a component of it. You could use the shards, the control module shards, and then you could put that for a wand. No, it is, yeah. Shocker Stomper control module shards, or whatever, however you want to name it. It's basically like a jagged piece of blue crystal. So it's important that you note that it comes off that thing, because that'll determine the level of item that you could create.
Awesome. Being the 2.0, I'm sure it's much better than the 1.0.
Yes.
Are you putting that in your inventory?
I put it in mine. I'm sure there's plenty of them.
Yeah, I'll grab and put some in the party loot.
Okay. Alright, looking around here.
Shocker Stomper?
Yeah, Shocker Stomper crystal. Let's call it that.
Shocker Stomper 2.0.
2.0, yeah. Make sure you note that it's 2.0.
I'm just carrying the Quickling around on my shoulder like a parrot.
Okay. It's still saying stuff that no one can understand. Alright, so you've spent some time investigating this chamber and you're not finding anything of value other than those crystals. It looks like this thing has been tested a few times as well. Scorch marks everywhere, lining the walls, and some constructs are all ripped open. And you can see where he got the prototype for the Scaladar, because there are these scorpions, like massive scorpion shells around. Some of them are made of metal, and some of them are organic. Pieces of mod drones and weird-looking metallic spiders. T100.
That's the closest thing here.
How about this recharge thing? Is there anything about that?
It's a saucer-shaped platform. It's made of brass. There are still 3 of these whirring mechanical arms that seem to just emanate from the wall, and it's humming with electricity.
You guys, should we lick this or?
I don't think
No.
so.
Yeah, go for it, Rue.
Okay.
If you lick it, you will get electrocuted.
All right. Maybe I won't.
This
At the
this Trobrian character, he certainly seems like he's a bit of a mastermind when it comes to constructs. That's for sure. You've seen several of his creations now. Perhaps this is the most terrifying of them. I think he's probably not going to be too happy with you guys when he learns this thing's being destroyed. If you ever meet Halaster's apprentice.
we tested it for him. He'll be glad to know its weaknesses.
Yeah, it's weak to big things hitting it really hard.
Its weakness is screwdrivers.
Screwdrivers and fireballs.
Yeah, he'll definitely change it to like an Allen key next time.
Custom tool.
No one has one of them.
That really rare star.
Yeah.
Like,
He'll
yeah,
change it to that one. He'll
It's a security bit, the one that has the hole in the middle of it. So
we'll make it like a piece of IKEA furniture. Like, you can't get it right. There's always something wrong. Okay. Alright, you guys exit and these wasps start flying around if you move this way. They start flying closer to you and they seem aggressive.
easy now.
Or the beetles. They don't like beetles and wasps.
I don't know if there's anything else up that way.
Alright, there's a tunnel of rust that is home to lava children and rust monsters. Other than that, you've pretty much explored anywhere that you can fathom on this level.
Alright. Well,
Did we want to talk to Zox and see if he knows where Trobrian is, or like maybe let him know that his workers have been given a different task other than the one he's assigned?
I guess it wouldn't hurt.
Yeah, you might want to know that.
So to his fortress then.
Okay.
Hmm?
You guys can just walk on over there. I'll move everyone over. It's a short trip.
Probably want more food.
Okay, you head
He's
on
a
over
grown
and
man. He can get his own food.
you're at the entrance to his palace.
Did we knock last time?
No,
Nah,
we
he.
could have like loiter around until he
I
noticed.
start to play the loiter song.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright, when you loiter and play the loiter song, these two blue spheres rise up out of the ground, humming with electricity. And the door opens. It just seems to open automatically. And you hear some clanging, some whirring, and Zox calls out to you. Ah, yes, 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 yes. Hurry in, what is it? Don't disturb me for long! And he's working on a Scaladar here in this room when you enter this time. He's got some tools in his hand and he's fixing things on it.
So, a couple of things. One a statement and one a question.
Yes, 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 as long as it doesn't interrupt my work too much. Oh, I've already got this big backlog of fixing these Scaladar. Do you realize how much you put me behind in my work? So many great inventions will never see the light of day in this world, thanks to you all. But, hey, I guess we could also say that if it wasn't for you all, I'd be starving to death. So let's just call it even, shall we?
Alright, well, the large construct to the north, the northeast of here, the thing with lightning cannons on it?
Oh, yes! The big hate machine,
It has been destroyed.
Ah! Well, aren't you brave? Huh. I wouldn't have touched that thing with a 50-foot demagnetized pole covered with rubber. Because it's electric. In fact, if I had to touch it with anything, that's what I would choose to touch it with. But I wouldn't, because I wouldn't go near it. Because I'm not insane! But you all seem to be.
That and holding a 50-foot pole seems rather cumbersome, but that's beside the point. Your Azer, I've talked to one of them, and they seem to be not working for you, but for Trobriand.
Oh, that. Oh, yes, I suppose I forgot to mention this. I told them that I'm Trobriand's apprentice. That's a lie, to convince them to work for me, those blind fools. They took my word for it, and now I've got them working on parts for the simulacrix. Ignore it. It'll be fine.
Okay, insight check.
Yeah. What are you trying to see?
I want to know if he's lying to them about being Trobriand's apprentice. I want to know if he's actually Trobriand's apprentice.
Yeah, you feel like he's definitely not Trobriand's apprentice. You think that he made up this lie. He seems kind of proud of it. And yeah, you don't think he's lying, Scamp. But he also doesn't seem to be aware that the actual real Trobrians or Hallister has actually told the Azers to move on to a different task.
So did you also tell the Azer to go down to Arcturia Dune and work on the, I believe they called it the Mecha Hallister?
What? Why would I tell them that?
Well, that's what they said
Look!
they were told to do by
The
Trobriand.
Scaladar! Do you think I have time for them to work on something else? What? What are you saying?
I'm saying that they're not just working for you, apparently, then. We were hoping that you would know where Trobriand is.
The gig is up. I thought that perhaps Trobriand would key on to my happenings down here eventually. He must have learned. He must have learned that someone has been interfering with his projects. Oh, this is your doing. Oh, no, I don't know where he is. He doesn't really spend much time on this level of Undermountain, as far as I'm aware. He's probably off diddle-daddling with Hallister somewhere. And then he just, for the first
That
time
could
ever,
mean so many different things.
he drops his tools on the ground, and his arms just go limp. and he leans up against this scrap metal table. Woe is me! How will I ever accomplish anything now? My Scaladar are destroyed. My Aces that I stole have been stolen. I don't have enough years left in me to finish all of my work. Oh, if only you would go down to the level below and convince the Aces to come back and work for me.
You know,
He puts his hand on his
Was
forehead dramatically.
that supposed to be convincing?
if you have a request of us, you can just, ask. You don't have to do all the melodramatic bits in between.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm not asking you that because you guys will probably try to charge me for the services. Isn't that what you adventurers are like? You don't do nothing for free these days.
Well, I mean,
Well,
nothing in life
most
is
people
free.
don't work for free.
Alright. I thought you were going to ask that. I'll pay you with a construct.
Can we get to...
And also, miss, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Your statement is not true. The Aces, I've not paid them a cent. They work for free. They literally work for free.
Because they think you're Trobriand.
Oh yes, well I guess maybe Trobriand pays them. But anyway, I didn't. So with the extra funds from that, I will provide you with one construct.
Will it be another... what did he give us last time? A music box?
Music box.
It seems to be fragile.
As he's as you're talking to him, he's like, yeah, there's this hexagonal shaped table in front of him, and it's made of welded scrap metal. It's covered with scavenged bits of broken machinery, and you notice a kind of a bit of a broken music box and a head of like a dragon's head. And he looks like he was going to grab that, and then he just kind of puts them back on the table slowly. Oh no! It's going to be far superior to that.
I don't want a construct. I want gold.
Gold? It's hardly the most durable material out there. You can't make a sword from it. You can't make a Scaladar from it. And I certainly don't have any of it. However, I may be able to procure you something else. Something a little bit more interesting.
Define interesting.
A dodecahedron of doom.
Alright, it does sound interesting, but what does it do?
I'm not sure. The effects are random.
Uh-huh.
You roll it on the ground, and it bears numbers 1 through 12 engraved on its pentagonal sides. It has special arcane clockwork mechanisms inside of it that whir whenever the die is cast. It produces a special wild magic effect. I couldn't say what may happen. I don't know why I called it Dodecahedron of Doom either. I'm not saying that it will cause you doom. 100%. Hey! What are you all wandering around down here? Get back here!
I just want to
for
the badger.
Step away from the badger! 4 of these turrets just rise up out of the ground.
Slowly backs away.
I haven't given you permission to snoop around here. Badgy Wadgy, come forth.
Well, I believe it's time to go.
But wait!
This dodecahedron of doom.
Hmm.
You said it produces wild magic-like effects.
Yes.
Right.
Okay, alright. There's one other option. An orb of gonging. And he pulls out this 5-inch diameter orb. Like he kind of had it in his side bag. And it's made of notched bronze rings. And he kind of twists it, and it turns and clicks and whirs. And then it goes gong! Like it actually says gong really loudly.
Oh,
And it just gong in his voice. And it like almost deafens everyone. It's so loud, your ears are ringing.
Turn it off. Turn it off, please.
Me.
Oh, it switches back to its non-gonging form. So, would this be something that interests you? I put a lot of work into this thing, especially the name.
The dodecahedron sounds a little more interesting.
All right.
And all we have to do is convince your Aza to come back.
Yes. I will fetch you the dodecahedron of doom when the Aces return. I will have it for you.
In addition to the dodecahedron, could you possibly grant like one more favor?
If it does not detract me from my work, dear, what is it?
I know when we first came here, you had some constructs set up that were like defensive. Could you possibly set some of them up to defend the fungal forest as well?
But
That benefit too. It keeps your drain of food secure.
It will be quite a while before I can get to that. I've got a little backlog of skeleton here, but I guess so, yes. What about animated hobgoblin corpses? I put metallic wings in their backs and make them do a little dance and shoot crossbows at people. I've got plenty of corpses left over.
Sounds a bit morbid.
Well, I mean, I'm just trying to recycle and all. I wouldn't waste
I
good
suppose.
I mean, I guess
materials.
natural things, we don't want things to go to waste. I don't know.
Good. So we're in
Looks like she
agreement.
regrets it.
Alright, one dodecahedron of doom. If you can convince my Azes to return to me. I mean, Trobrian's Azes. I know you'll do the right thing. Now, oh boy. That's exactly 842 seconds of my life I'll never get back. I really need to get back to work.
That is the one thing you said I agree with.
And he starts working on the components of the Scaladar.
Alright.
Well, okay then.
Do we want to take a quick rest before we head down?
Yes. Comes the guy all.
Zox
Right.
points to this hallway. If you're going to rest over there, please.
Alright, can do. Do you mind if we make use of your kitchen?
Oh, yes, sure. Just clean up after yourself, please. Do the dishes.
Can I, in a short rest, can I help him fix his Scaladar?
Don't know where the kitchen is.
Maybe. Depends on how you approach that matter, Babel.
Well, I don't want to take up too much time, but I guess I'd ask him real quick. Okay, you know, I got some tools and I have some knowledge of things. You know, maybe I can help you fix this thing.
Make a persuasion check. Sorry, the words coming out of your mouth, they cloud my mind. Can you just... wait, I have a use for you. Alright, you can fetch me some parts. Just over in the kitchen there. And he points over in this direction.
Okay, the kitchen is over here.
Go on.
You said pot? You wanted
Just
a pot?
in the kitchen.
Okay, yeah, here. I guess this is the kitchen.
Do you see the stove? And over here there is like this really dirty kitchen. There's pots and pans piled up. It does not look like he's used this kitchen or cleaned up after himself in weeks. There's scum embedded onto all of the cutlery and plates. And everything is made from metal as well. All the plates are tin. And,
That's where I made the French fries.
It is.
Oh God. Oh
I'm
God.
so glad I didn't eat any of those now.
You didn't clean it, Brew. I'm gonna start casting prestidigitation.
Why are you cleaning it for him?
Boy! Do you see the frying pan, boy?
Where do I see the frying pan?
Yeah, there's one there. It's a bit dirty.
I'd say yeah.
Good. I place it on the stove.
Are you just trying to make me cook for you?
Do you want to help or not, boy? I don't expect you to understand the inner workings of a genius's mind.
I don't even know how to cook.
Apply heat to the frying pan. You'll find some eggs in the cupboard.
Alright, he just wants to make you cook, Pavel. Don't worry about it.
I don't know how to cook.
If we're gonna short rest, I'll try to make another batch of fries up.
Sure.
That's why I was cleaning. It was because I still the fries were really good.
Yeah, using the now clean pans and
Sure. Yeah, prestidigitation makes dishes fun. You're able to clean it up really quickly. It's like a dishwasher. Little effort. And yeah, you have to cast out about 10 times each to get this kitchen cleaned up. Including the toilet as well, which is uncomfortably close to the kitchen.
Oh, there's a toilet right here.
And even Badgy Wadgy's like food bowls are pretty scummy as well. Rex the Shield Guardian also comes and just like watches you. He like stands near this gate for the entirety of your stay. But everyone take a short rest, and Brew can try and cook something up, something tasty.
yeah, I tried. Didn't go well.
Oh, I see that.
10.
Alright, well, yeah. You basically just listen to Zox's instructions and make scrambled eggs. But you forget to, like, take the shell out. So you just, like, crack the eggs and shell and all. And it's called crunchy scrambled eggs.
Everybody gets an extra D10 that's rolling hit dice from Song of Rest. Remember that.
But to you, Brew, that's completely edible. You don't know why people are complaining about them.
You know, I think I'll just have rations. Thank you, bro.
Okay, more for me.
Badgy Wadgy likes it though. He'll eat that.
See, Badger knows. Badger don't take no shit.
He just like follows you around, Brew, and everything you drop as you're cooking, he just like hoovers it up. Alright, while you rest here as well, Badgy Wadgy does take a liking to you, Scamp, and it's kind of always coming up to you and sniffing around and looking for food and whatnot. And you do notice there is a safe here as well. There's his safe, some furnishings, and this arch gate as well, in which the gate zone reacts to. It's very cool to the touch, and it has a capital D on the gate stone, on the keystone, I should say, and the image of some dancing dwarves.
I'll give Badgy Wadgy some of
And goblins, sorry, not dwarves.
I'll give Badgy Wadgy some of Mad Goth's leftovers.
Okay.
That I have in the chest of preservation still.
Alright, it eats them up.
A little bit, because I gotta save some for rations.
What numbers are glowing on the gate stone?
It's very cool to the touch, and the number 9 is illuminated. As well as the number 14. there's this constant tinny music always playing in Zox's place as well in the background. And it's pretty quiet here, really, apart from Zox just working on the Skeletor. Even he is pretty quiet too. He just kind of hums to himself, and that's about it. He talks to himself a little bit too. And you've definitely cleaned up his living quarters. Badgy Wadgy, when it's not looking for food, it's just kind of it's chewing on a stuffed toy. It's a little stuffed hobgoblin toy.
I definitely would have made extra sure to clean up Badgy Wadgy's like bowls and toys and stuff.
There is actually a working tap as well, working faucet that you can actually fill up your water skins and whatnot.
Wow.
Some piping and yeah, it works.
Well, I guess that makes sense. There'd be running water. There's a toilet.
Yeah. Yeah, he really needs to precipitate that quite a lot too. Okay, so Sox has got the Skeletor sort of activated again at the end of that hour too. He's fixed up another one.
Oh no. Can't remember. Did he ever tell us what the Simulacrix does?
Copies
supposed to do.
or makes basically constructs, I think.
Okay. Gotcha.
A large archway that produces more Skeletor is what I have in my notes.
Yeah, he wants it to create more Skeletor, to like replicate them and increase their numbers to work on all the different projects that he has in his mind.
All right.
Right, if you head that way, these turrets are gonna get in front of
So
your
I can
cage.
stop. And I got enough electricity in my.
If you're looking for the exit, it's that way.
Sorry.
And yeah, he seems to activate all of the constructs, including these orbs, with these rings. He's got rings on just about every single one of his digits. He just like kind of clicks one finger, orbs go up. He clicks another one, the door to his palace opens. He moves another one and the Skeletor activates. Pardon me. Good scally-wally. And it just marches off as well.
As always, a pleasure, Zox.
Yes, let me know when the aces have returned to my servitude.
Of course.
When you guys exit as well, you will see the repaired Skeletor returning with the broken Skeletor.
Already doing its job. But now they're not keyed to immediately attack us, so it's all good.
He must have reprogrammed them to just act as workers at the moment.
I guess we're going down, right?
We gotta try and convince the Azers to not
back.
rebuild.
All right, it's pretty quiet down here when you return to the smithy, and there's no Azers here. The forges are still lit. There's no Azers.
Already gone. Well, hopefully they don't get the mecha house up and running before we get back down there.
Hey, I think I did
doubt
an damage to it that.
Oh, I guess that
It
is
won't.
true. You did tear it up pretty good.
Oh yeah, there's no way. It's a boondoggle, remember?
It's gonna take a long time.
All right, you come to one of these tunnels, one of the trenches.
Alright,
Trench slash. It's kind of half tunnel, half trench.
This is the one we jumped down last time.
Right. Should we wait for the boar one?
You gotta be smart. So I say yeah.
Okay. Alright, you guys wait here for the ballworm, as you've done many times before. And, oh, it's been a while. It must have been an hour now that you've waited. And the ballworm has not come by.
It's never been this long.
Usually he'd be here and back.
I wonder if it's been decommissioned, I guess. I suppose that maybe it was turned off to allow the Azers easier travel.
True.
You want to run for it?
I
think
mean,
we
not
should
really,
create-
but I don't know if we have we could be waiting here for a very long time.
I'm not sure we have a choice but to run for it.
Could give it like
If
a
we-
little bit longer.
Should we
if we
create a
get
contingency?
into- If we start to hear it coming towards us, then, well, I'll just use a wall of force, try to redirect it around us. Hopefully that will work.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, if we hear it coming, we all need to get on the same wall. That is very important. On the same wall, and then I will surround us with wall force.
Right or left wall?
Our right as we travel.
This is your right.
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 It's gonna go perfectly.
Let's go.
It's gonna go so wrong. Wait, look! And he turns around. Alright, well, I'm gonna teleport.
Whoa!
Can I lower a rope and just hold it for everyone?
Yeah. With a rope, you
Okay.
can make an acrobatics check to slide down or an athletics check to climb down. It's not very difficult.
Yeah, I'll hold a rope there.
Okay. Oh. Easy done. Pavel slides down. Roland slides down. Scamp climbs down. I think Ren is AFK. She will acrobat down. I'll do a check. I doubt she'd fail. Nope, but she doesn't need an ability check apparently. So her bonus is the DC. And
Camp probably still falls a bit, but just not enough to hurt herself.
you get tangled up a little bit and end up like dangling upside down with a rope wrapped around your leg. Brew just lowers you down.
Alright, well,
And,
there's absolutely no way that this could go wrong.
Darius, athletics, acrobatics.
Yeah, after Cage falls every single time he does this, he's just gonna teleport.
Alright, Darius,
Every time.
you're going to actually get stuck on the rope. You don't fall, but you're stuck. You get down about 5 feet and then you're out of strength. You can barely hold on.
Guy.
It's only like 10 more feet, Darius. Come on.
Can I lower him, or can I just climb down now?
Wait, who's going to be holding the rope? If you climb down?
I'll lower him. I'll lower him.
Let's go the rope.
Okay.
I'll lower him.
Flying the plane.
All right, you lower him, and his strength gives way, so you fall 10 feet, Darius. Poof, you fall the final 10 feet. You land on the ground prone.
Then Brew will just climb down without the rope,
Yeah.
so that I can keep the rope on me.
Athletics check to climb down. The walls are fairly smooth, and you get down with a 23. It's difficult, but 23 does it.
Alright.
I'll move you guys back to level 14 as you head down this tunnel.
I'm assuming that my hypothesis was correct, but who knows?
Alright. You guys head down the stone tunnel. It's about 100 feet. And then you feel yourselves arriving at level 14.
Right. Well, cannot believe. Oh, there it is. Is it off?
The ball worm is glowing. It has these purple rivulets lining its entire form. And they're glowing with purple lightning. And it's stationed unusually. It's like it's come around this column, but it's like facing you guys now.
Oh, okay. Which is it would normally on that side. It would normally be facing the other way.
Yeah.
Let's get over here quickly.
Alright, as you guys arrive here, just hold up.
Uh-oh.
Scamp and Darius, do you guys want to move up a bit?
But can you hear me?
Yeah.
I'm having issues with my computer at the moment. Firefox is causing my memory usage to go up to 100%, which my computer is a gaming machine, so I'm not sure how that's happening. But I'll be with the group.
Okay. Yeah, Firefox, I think it uses a lot of memory. But maybe, I don't know, you might need to try Chrome again or something. Alright, I'll move you up with the others. Okay. So, what do you guys think is going to happen?
Kill the
the obvious thing was that the worm would attack us.
Yep,
so I'm
two
gonna guess-
worms attack,
Oh,
actually.
shit.
Oh.
Two blue worms. As in dragons.
Aha, I knew it. That's Trixie.
Alright, from the tunnel to the west, just screeching and roaring.
Dragons out of nowhere.
The creature's horns humming with electricity are two blue dragons. They're swooping in, their mouths open with lightning. They have these dramatic frilled ears, massive rigid horn atop their head, very blunt looking head as well, rows of spike extending back from their nostrils to line their brow, and a cluster of spikes on their lower jaw. There are these pockmarks in its face, and lightning is moving in and out of the pockmarks. Like it's dancing through these different kind of honeycomb-like appearances of its face. And its scales they have a very glossy finish, suggesting that the dragons are young blue dragons, and they're not that big. But they're coming in very aggressively. And they're flying up near the ceiling at the moment. I don't think everyone can actually see them, but they're coming from the west, your left, as you enter this cave. And the ceiling here is quite high, so they're going to be a bit of a ways above you guys. But they're flying in very suddenly and aggressively. They're just rushing in, so they're 30 feet high.
So they would be in Brew's swords.
Yeah. Brew's weapon illuminates tons of things. But yeah, it's coming from this direction. And they're not really attempting a surprise or anything like that. It's more of an aggressive rush. So you're up first, Ren.
Okay. Is that another one?
Yeah, there's two of them. There's one coming around the corner here, swooping around this corner. And up to your northwest is the second one. You can see its vague outline.
I will shoot this one. Yeah.
Hit.
Nice.
The crossbow bolt sticks into the dragon's side. Blood starts to drip out. It lets out a roar of pain. But the dragon reasonably well. Scam.
She's restarting her computer right now.
Oh, she's...
So
Okay. I just see no message there. Alright, I'll just say she's catching up to you guys at the moment. Because I don't want to go burning any of her resources. So, she'll be catching up on this turn. She dashed up to this location. Pavel. She'll dodge. I'll have her at least dodge. Give her a fighting chance.
So I can see the corner of this thing. I can probably ignore 3/4 cover, so I'm gonna take out common or special, and I'm gonna shoot it with a sharpshooter, and hopefully luck is with me tonight. Ooh.
The pistol, it shoots smoke.
I should probably clean it, but instead I'm just gonna blow on whatever I can, and then reload and fire.
That hits. The smoke powder propels the bullet, and it finds a gap in between the dragon's scales, and actually breaks through some of its scales as well. It screeches in pain.
Again.
And the bullet ricochets off its scales that time. With 16. They're
Final
as hard as armor, these scales. Steel.
final shot.
That hits it. Alright, that arrow, sorry, the bullet, it hits it in the neck. And the dragon scoffs and looks bloodied.
Yeesh.
Brr.
Watch out for their lightning breath. Move up
What's the
here.
first one? Another dragon. Second.
Sheath Sundeath and take out the oversized longbow.
Okay.
Yeah, swap those. And fire a couple giant-sized arrows at Nistalancer.
The arrow misses. It's like a harpoon bolt just sticks into the wall. That hits. And the arrow cuts through dragon scales and flesh. This dragon is going to fly out a little bit more, and it's just going to open its mouth and angle its breath weapon down towards you, Brew. A line of lightning, 60 foot long, just sears along the ground before slamming into this far wall. Make a dexterity saving throw. And you make the saving throw, taking 34 points of lightning damage. The dragon then swoops back around the corner, taking cover down a tunnel. Rolling.
Let's move. I'm gonna dash to here. Actually, I can just go that. And with my bonus action, I'm going to activate my Mantle of Majesty. My eyes will grow. The cracks in my face will again load up with like the glowing golden color, and I will command this dragon. Grovel.
Alright, the dragon's eyes widen and command to grovel.
Shit.
It almost is beguiled by you, but it has to shake its head to snap out of it. Such beauty, but it's a shame that it will go to waste now.
Oh man, he's really gonna hate me now. I really thought that was gonna work. Yeah.
Ooh, this is gonna hurt.
The dragon is furious. And it's going to do a lightning bolt. It's going to be starting at Brew over here, and it's going to be going down to hit Roland and Ren. I think. I'm just going to use the template. Why won't it move? It's going to do it the other way. No, I don't think it will hit you guys like that. Alright, it'll fly up here and okay. It'll do
Go for me and Ren.
it'll do something else. It'll do it like this. We might hit Pavel, Roland, and Ren. And like that. It'll just be you and Pavel. Alright, it opens, it flies back a little bit, opens its mouth, and does a slightly slanted lightning bolt. It just cuts through the ground with a line of fire. Both of you make a dexterity save.
Okay,
Do I need to make one?
It doesn't hit you, Ren.
Woohoo!
absorb elements.
Okay. The lightning bolt hits you, Pavel. You absorb some of the lightning, and you take 23 points of damage. Roland, you dodge out of the way. A couple of arcs catch you for 23 points of lightning damage.
Well, I don't have my Mantle of Majesty anymore.
Right. It knocks the concentration out of you, and then the dragon's actually bloodied, and it starts to fly away. And it flies off.
That motherfucker.
Oh no, fuck that.
Yeah.
It heads that away. We'll stay in initiative for now. Darius. The round goes by and you haven't had any contact with the dragons, and I'll break initiative.
Seeing the lightning bolts, he runs forward and casts surveys the land really quick. I will hold a secret flame for if the dragon comes back.
Okay.
Whoa.
The bullworm starts up. Alright, Scamp. She wasn't here, so I'm gonna move her, because that's just not fair. She's the only one in the tunnel. Alright, she says she's kinda here. Alright, the bullworm. It just starts moving straight down the tunnel. And it disappears.
That's why I dashed. I didn't want to be in front of it. I almost went all the way around it.
Cage. ran. Did you take an action, Cage?
I'm sorry, I was on mute. Yeah, I just I took a dash.
Okay.
I couldn't get into darkness, so I couldn't teleport. Or dim light. I'm right on the edge of it.
Okay. These areas are all dim light here as well.
I just couldn't get to it because I was right next to the door and all that light.
Oh, you need to actually be in it? Do you need to be
I
in
need
it?
to be in dim light or darkness.
Okay. Are you sure you need to be in it, or do you just need to go? Like, just need to.
Here it is. Yeah, I have to step from.
Oh, from shadow to shadow, is it?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
I'm going to go back invisible for my action.
Okay.
So, sorry.
All right.
There's 2 worms I heard before my computer went shit.
I just had you kind of run up and move out of the way of the ballworm and dodge on your last turn. The dragons have unleashed their lightning breath. One of them got pretty badly hurt, so it looks like they've kind of pulled back into these tunnel systems.
Alright, so I'll probably then just like move up a little bit behind Roland and take the dodge action.
Okay, yeah, the ballworm had moved as well, and I moved you out of the way because you didn't get a chance to move out of its way. Okay. The dragons are very quick. I'm not sure if we'll be out of initiative yet, but we'll wait till a round goes by. Powerful.
Okay, I kill one of these things at least, hopefully. Or maybe not.
You come around the corner and you see no sign of the dragon down this tunnel. The tunnels seem to narrow and widen. There's 3 different paths, maybe 4. Tunnels leading off, and it's actually a little bit of a maze, really.
Damn it, they're gone. I'm gonna use my action to dash.
Okay. Brr.
Dragon. We were just getting started. I don't see any up here. Step back, ready in action if I see a dragon, shoot an arrow.
Okay. Alright, I'm actually going to break initiative. The dragons have not returned.
Oh, well, we scared them off.
No. I don't want to fight them in tunnels that we don't know. So, I suppose for now that we can just ignore them. But just remember that they're here.
Should we just head into the level and, like you said, remember they're here?
Yes, I suppose we could just put a pin in it for now. Right now it's their game. We can come back when it's ours.
Alright, the doors are closed. You can see this skeletal hand holding out this orb of light still. Very much looks like the entrance to a Lich's lair.
That bothers me every time I see it. I just don't like it.
I'll spark Sundeath up, please. Yeah, sorry, Cage. Try to figure out how to not get near teleportation.
That's right, everyone's got light all around me.
Seb, I would like to cast light on my hair.
Why don't you cast it on Cage directly?
You can't do it on... person, I don't think. Can you?
Strand of hair? I'll plus it up.
If you pluck it, then you can.
Put it on my shirt then?
Sure.
I'm gonna use my guitar to cast Cure Wounds on myself at a first level.
Alright.
Which I'll be able to do without spending a spell slot. So.
I'll give you a little icon, a token, sorry, for your light, Pavel, instead, that you can move around with your token, because it's like a different light source than your dark vision, and it'll mess up sight.
Okay.
If I only give you a light cantrip, you'll be able to see a bit further than that. But there's a little light orb. I'll give you control of it too, so you can move it around.
I
Bam.
hate the fact that these doors are closed every time we come back.
Now, just thinking, if Ren is ahead scouting and Cage is not far behind, like looking and keeping track with message, then those of us who have light could be a fair bit further back, right? Just kind of following where you are, Cage. Would that work?
Yeah, I think that's probably what would be great. And then if all goes to hell, I can get out of there. If Ren's okay with that.
Yeah.
And then Ren, you can make the call whether if you want to assassinate something or not, like, and then we'll just wait for some kind of cue, either the sound of combat to run up or a message or something.
Or you'll see Ren standing behind you, or a Cage standing behind you.
That too, or Ren with a body, a head on a rapier.
One of the two.
All right, are we all good?
I don't collect body parts.
No, I was picturing like when you come out of invisibility, like when you strike, when you drop invisibility because something just died on the end of you.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Are we all set for opening these doors?
Let's do it.
Death.
Alright, so an athletics check. These are heavy doors. And you're able to open them with a 17, bro. You swing them open. Alright, so as you guys step in, hold up. Ren, Cage, both of you make a wisdom save when you stand. Here.
Make a what? I'm sorry.
And here. Wisdom saving throw. You've both stood on polymorph traps.
Oh, Jesus.
And that's not all.
Okay.
Alright, these colourful lights, kind of a glyph trace itself in the ground. It's kind of like a rainbow energy. It emanates up from the glyph and then kind of burns out. It does not affect you, Cage. Ren does affect you. You are turned into an Otiug.
Oh, those are nasty.
Otiug. It's a foul, three-legged, tentacle, spiked creature. And I'll give you a stat block for it. 2 polymorph traps at the entrance.
Ouch.
It's an invisible Otiug as well.
Oh shit.
Alright. Yeah, the creature that no one can pronounce.
Chigi.
He who shall not be named. Alright, the Otiug. And yeah, they're very disgusting creatures. They like to eat trash and they can be used as garbage disposals. You saw a petrified one on level 4, and the Kuatoa thought it was a god, Bulbous Slop. Alright, so you should have control of that now, Ren, and you still have vision?
Yeah.
Okay. That's not all. It's surprise when you open the doors.
What?
Surprise for... I don't think anyone would be surprised. Alright, surprise is powerful. It's just powerful. And you actually use the auto-use wisdom to be... Or you won't be surprised. Yeah, you'll be surprised as well. That go. It's two mind flayers hiding behind these statues.
Oh, what the hell?
Where are
flayers.
these creatures coming from?
Mind flayers? That came out of left field.
They open their sphincter-like maws, produce their 4 tentacles. They come at you guys, trying to assault you psionically. But we'll wrap it up here for tonight. It's gonna be a big fight.
I've never heard it referred to as a sphincter like moth.
Yeah,
Oh, that's what it is.
that's...
I'm not debating, I've just never heard anybody call it that.
Yeah, I know it's a... I think it's actually, I got that description from this module. It says it somewhere.
Yeah. Well,
It's the
I
best
know-
type of
I know-
maw. Anyway.
As a player in your atrophy campaign, I think I heard that specific phrase more than a few times. And it wasn't always mind flayers.
It's the best type of maw. Alright, it appears that overnight someone had dropped by Arcturia Doom and made a couple of small adjustments to the level. We'll see you guys
This is entirely
next time.
what's his face fucking with us for no reason.
Nothing is ever easy.
We'll see.
All right, guys, have a good night. I've got an early morning.